Hey everybody, it's Tim McDonald here at Gillis Groove Studio, producer and keyboard. Well, I don't like to say keyboard. More like professional piano and Hammond B3 session artist here in Nashville, Tennessee. As many of you know, and I've toured with a bunch of awesome, amazing artists, two of which have just recently passed, which I really hate getting old. A moment of silence for my friends Rick Derringer and Olivia Newton-John. And anyway, this is part 3 of producing your next big hit. I have mixed in a little bit. I want you to be able to hear it, the B3 and the piano into this mix, Topaz Days. I'm going to play it for you now so you can hear what I do. Very simple, but fits the song, just because I'm a classical concert piano player doesn't mean I have to put all my chops and everything. You play what the tune needs. There's a pro tip right there. Play what the tune needs. You don't have to be busy at all to make a great song. As you hear on the radio, there's not a whole lot moving on. The voice is a most important thing. In fact, I say you need to make a pillow for the voice to rest its pretty head upon. So let me play you a little bit of this. I have mixed up the piano and the B3 in this mix so you can kind of hear what I do. I'm going to turn it around right now and push play. And I'm going to play from, these aren't markers, are not even marked right. But here we go.
Again. These are Topaz Days, stories of sad life from friends with drinks in hand. Tequila shots at the old RV, the kids in the water running wild and free. Taking turns on the inner tube ride, laughing so hard that we damn near cried. If heaven has a secret place, it's waiting in those Topaz Days. There's a lodge up the hill where the night gets loud. Blackjack tables and a hometown crowd. Coins hit felt and the stories flow. Same lucky seat from years ago. The mom sits slow and the dad's play bold, but that just one more hand kind of gold. And win or lose, we're back by dawn, cooking up breakfast with the coffee on. Yeah, these
So anyway, there you go. There's a little bit of snippet of it, a little bit of a verse in the chorus. I got that glare thing going on. I'm trying to get rid of it, but I can't. Anyway, so it's hope you get an idea of what I do. And this song came to me already produced, but this is a lot of what we do here. I was doing an overdub session on this. I put B3. That's Old Hambone, just to introduce you to Old Hambone. And the bride of Old Hambone, the beautiful Yamaha C7. Yeah, I know you're a handsome dude, Old Hambone, but anyway, so I do a lot of overdubs putting on there, but when I produce a lot of it, it sounds current. We also do old country, old outlaw country or George Strait type country, pre-80s country. And we do new country, so we're all well versed in that. And also we've done jazz albums, Joe Beam, South American type Latin albums. I know Latin is kind of a cover term for that, but bossa novas and sambas and stuff like that, cha-chas. And so we pretty much record everything. The team that I have together are just so versed in all styles of music. They don't just do one style, which keeps us really busy, keeps our vocabulary great. But also I wanted to give you one pro tip. Make sure your mix is amazing before you send it to mastering. I had a question the other day saying, who do you suggest as a master? And I said, well, first of all, I get my buddy James Cook. I've been talking so much, my brain's fried. James Cook to master a lot of my stuff. But if you don't send a good mix, if you're not happy with your mix, the master's not going to make your mix sound better. In fact, it can make it sound worse. So make sure your vocals are great. Make sure everything sounds amazing. Your basses aren't too rumbly and your highs aren't too shrilly. Because what mastering does is it basically takes all your little waves about this size, or you can see them on there, and it just scoots them up to the peak that they can get without distorting. And so that's what the radio does. That's why some things are just way over mastered. But make sure you send a great mix. This is Tim McDonald at Goodless Groove Studio, TIM@TIMMCDONALD.com is my email if you want me to produce or to overdub some stuff for you. And thank you for your time. Try to keep this right at 5 minutes. So I'll see y'all soon.